The lightsabers that belonged to Darth Sidious were iconic in their own right. Darth Sidious constructed two lightsabers that we know of in Star Wars lore. His primary lightsaber was created using an alloy known as frick as well as electrum. Electrum was an exceedingly rare material in the Star Wars galaxy and something that was only gifted to Jedi Council members. The Jedi Council members were then allowed to recreate their old lightsabers, now with electrum within them, as a sign of great mastery over the Force and a high level of a Jedi. Darth Sidious's primary lightsaber, though, that he constructed under Darth Plagueis, was meant as a complete insult to that of the Jedi Order and their customs. Therefore, Darth Sidious created his weapon using nearly half electrum, an incredibly expensive endeavor, but one that represented the superiority of the Sith over the Jedi, even among their own traditions. This is the lightsaber that Darth Sidious wields against Mace Windu in Revenge of the Sith, as well as one of the two lightsabers that he brings to confront Maul and Savage Opress on Mandalore, and is by far the most famous of Darth Sidious's two lightsabers, holding huge significance. But for today's video, acolytes and students of the Force, I would like to explore Darth Sidious's second all-black lightsaber, its meaning potentially, and why Darth Sidious decided not to construct his original lightsaber after losing it in his duel with Windu. So, welcome back to the channel, students and acolytes of the Force, as we open up yet another Sith holocron, this time about Darth Sidious's elusive second all-black lightsaber. When it comes to Sidious's philosophy and his viewpoint on lightsabers, symbolism is hugely important to the Sith Master. He created his first lightsaber as an insult to the Jedi, a mockery of their customs and beliefs, as well as how they claim to have mastery of the Force, when in the opinion of the Sith, they had mastered only a small aspect of it. Sidious's second black lightsaber was nearly a complete copy of his original frick and electrum build, only this was far more streamlined. So what exactly does this creation of the second saber mean, and why did Darth Sidious not reconstruct his first saber after losing it to Mace Windu? Truthfully, I believe the answer lies with Darth Sidious's opinion of the Jedi following Order 66. Make no mistake, it was Darth Vader who was obsessed and fascinated with hunting down and killing all remaining Jedi. Darth Sidious, on the other hand, after several years of hunting Jedi, actually took an active role in dissuading Darth Vader from hunting them any further, believing the Jedi era to be completely over and the era of the Sith reborn. And I believe that Darth Sidious's second lightsaber represents his ascension as the One Dark Lord. As we full well have covered on the channel, Darth Sidious didn't really care for lightsabers at all, believing that his gifts in the Force far outweighed anything that he could achieve with the blade. Therefore, it doesn't make any sense why he would want to go through huge lengths to recreate a lightsaber that represented an order that he had already destroyed. As in Sidious's mind, the Jedi no longer existed in the galaxy, and now he could officially fall back on his use of solely the Force to govern, manipulate, and dominate those around him, and he no longer required the lightsaber as a simple insult, an insult to beings that were no longer present. However, we do know that in Star Wars canon, as well as Star Wars legends, Darth Sidious still continued to carry with him his all-black lightsaber for emergencies, even though now he was predominantly a Force wielder, and this is how he conducted himself in battle. What's intriguing about Darth Sidious as a character is after the events of Revenge of the Sith, Darth Sidious is engaged in several conflicts with other Force wielders, most namely the likes of Galen Marek and even Darth Vader directly, as well as several Jedi. However, it's exceedingly rare that Darth Sidious ever calls upon his use of the blade, only really using it on a few occasions after the events of Revenge of the Sith, where he used it frequently. But at this point in time, Sidious's lightsaber, the all-black one, represents something far different to him. It represents a more streamlined blade, still elegant and somewhat of an antique as Darth Vader called it, but now something representative of a lightsaber that Sidious would have constructed without the wider influence of the galaxy and the Jedi Order. In a way, despite his second lightsaber being far less flashy, it also represented his ascension as a Sith Lord and also his opinion on the lightsaber overall, and the fact that he considered them to be far weaker than his ability to touch the Force. What's interesting about Sidious's lightsaber is it appears as if this was actually retconned for Star Wars canon, as in the Clone Wars, we can see that this lightsaber that Darth Sidious Sidious wields are actually identical to one another, both being created with Electrum. However, in Legends continuity, Darth Sidious adopts this black lightsaber, while in canon, it appears as if he kept the same. In behind the scenes information and video from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, you can even see that there is a secondary black lightsaber used by Darth Sidious, meaning that on screen, Darth Sidious does in fact have two separate kinds of lightsabers. The lightsaber that he uses against Mace Windu is the iconic gold coloration, and then this second black lightsaber that he wields against Yoda. However, in Star Wars canon, this appears to have been retconned, even though that behind the scenes, the coloration of Darth Sidious's lightsaber is black, and this is something that they carried on over in Legends continuity, but appears as if they have done away with this fact in Star Wars canon. Nonetheless, I do think that in Legends continuity, nothing is done by accident, and Sidious having another lightsaber hilt that is different in coloration does actually mean something significant, and it's something that a lot of Star Wars fans don't really realize, that Darth Sidious's second lightsaber is actually a slight redesign from the original. But now, my friends and students of the Force, I would love to hear what you have to say about this. What are your thoughts on this second lightsaber that belonged to Darth Sidious? Do you believe that this was a redesign by George Lucas that was intentional? And do you think that it was supposed to represent the changing of the guard from the hands of the Jedi to the Sith, and the philosophy of the Sith and mindset of Sidious, moving past his beliefs that he had to insult the Jedi because the Jedi were soon to be no more, and this being the primary reason why he continued on using this lightsaber instead of recreating his original lightsaber that did in fact insult the Jedi? As always, my friends, I would love to hear what you have to say and think about this in the comments down below. Again, Legends continuity can be a little bit tricky, as when Darth Sidious returned in Legends, he actually wielded a blue lightsaber, and the explanation of the blue lightsaber isn't really gone into a lot of detail either. So again, in concerning Sidious's lightsaber, mistakes like this, or rather changes, have happened before. But I wanted to point out this detail to you guys, and therefore open up the discussion. As always, my friends, thank you so much for supporting and watching the channel. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.